Hello, beautiful people. Myself Ash, and I hope you all are well. Welcome to this channel. And the topic for today is people pleasing. And if you have seen any of my video, you know it by now that I don't go by the rules of social media, which states that people pleasing is something that you do favors for someone, you care for someone, you do good, or be like a basic human being that care for someone. And let me tell you, this is not people pleasing. And what is people pleasing is that you care for someone while they treat you like you are nothing, and you do some things for someone that is very special, that you lose yourself in this, and the person don't care enough or not even a little bit. Okay, that's people pleasing. That's when you lose yourself. Okay, this is kind of the things where you don't know what you are actually doing, and you are just making others the center part of your life. Okay, that is people pleasing. And sometimes it's so subtle that we don't know we are doing it. And it happens because sometimes we when we grow up, almost everything is connected to your childhood. Okay, almost everything related to your habits are connected to your childhood, because that is the area of our life where we get shaped. Okay, so when you have grown up in some situation where you can't express yourself fully, where you have to shut down some parts of yourself to be fully you know lovable, to be acceptable by people around you, by society, you tend to please people. Okay, and in some ways it may be beneficial, in some situations it may be beneficial, but the problem arises when you find yourself constantly doing the things that you shouldn't be doing in order to have a normal relationship. Because let's be honest, in certain situations we have to please people. Like, for example, you are working for someone, you have to please that person. It is your boss. You can be like, listen, I'm not going to please you. This is completely non-logical, and it is not in this video. Okay, the purpose of this video is that you can understand that where you are subtly pleasing people, and how it can affect a healthy relationship. Because in a healthy relationship, I'm sure that you really want a healthy relationship, that is something where you are fully yourself, where the other person is fully himself or herself. And with relationship, I mean friendships, I mean your neighbors, your colleagues, your family, your partner, anyone. Okay, so that's where we tend to be real. We want to be real. We don't want to be someone fake. Okay, that's where we have to work. Okay, so in this video I am going to talk about what are the signs in which you subtly please people, and that these are the signs that you do on autopilot. Okay, I can say that on autopilot, because you are not going to notice these signs until or unless it is late. Okay, until you are driven crazy by the situation, or you realize, or you are on a breaking point that you can go ahead more. Okay, so let's just discuss them one by one. I have written that actually. So first is when you tend to avoid difficult conversations just to have peace. Okay, it may be a hard pill to swallow, but difficult conversation are the crux of a relationship. Okay, a healthy relationship thrives on difficult conversations, in which you can sit down with the other person and discuss, listen, these are the things that I am not thinking that we have, or that I think that we should work upon. These are the situations in which you we need to improve. These are hard conversation in which you are accountable, in which the other person is accountable, and you can go to them and you can discuss that without being afraid that what will be their reaction, without being afraid that you will lose the other person. Because listen, if this is the case that you can discuss the things with the other person, believe me, you are just having a fake relationship, and you will have a fake relationship, because this is not a sign of a healthy relationship in which you can have difficult conversations, because you can be fully compatible with other person. Okay, in order to be compatible to them, you have problems are bound to arise, and to solve those problems, difficult conversations are a must. So if you are not having any difficult conversation in any of your relationship, either you are faking something or the other person is faking something. There is no third route. Okay, that's it. That's it for this point. Next one is, you control the situation by overthinking. Okay, and what I mean by this is, mm, we can say that, you have to overthink. Like you, let me take this example that you have a friend. Okay, and the friend, you are having a conflict over something. Okay, the friend is not taking the accountability for something, and now you have to overthink that maybe she was in some kind of problem, maybe she is not responding because there is something wrong with the situation, maybe she is having a bad time. Look, you are an adult, and being an adult means to communicate what you have in your heart, what you have in your mind. And if the other person can't even communicate, they may be an adult by age, but they are not an adult by their mentality. Okay, and you are here just thinking, overthinking about these situations, that what if they can't even say that. Do you think it is a real relationship? And you are thinking because you want to find a reason that why this person is behaving like this. And when you find reason, and when you, this is related to our point number first, when you find reason and when you don't confront the person, after some days your friend reach out to you and you are like, okay, it's completely normal, we are fine, I don't mind it. And then the next time you are doing that again, the next time you are doing that again, the friend is not taking accountability for her actions, for mm, being a normal person, normal adult who can communicate but is wrong with her life. Because believe me, we all have wronged in our life, and if you are going through something wrong, you have to communicate. Listen, I'm not well, and I'll reach out to you when I will feel better. That's it, and it doesn't take any time. But the person is not ready to show their vulnerable side, and here you are controlling the situation by overthinking. This is also a form of people pleasing, and if you are doing this, you are people pleasing. Okay, okay. I hope you understand that, because we are not people pleasing. Okay, people have to learn how to communicate. People have to learn how to take accountability, because this is just, be a mature adult. That's it. Next point is ignoring your boundaries. This is really, this can be subtle, like you have said no once and the other person is like, please just one time, just this one time, and you're like, okay fine, just this one time. Okay, and the next day the person is again, please, and you are again like, okay, just this time. And when people cross your small boundary, they will eventually cross the big boundary. And by big boundary, I mean the things that really affect you on a deep level. Okay, those people who can't even take into consideration the smallest things about you, and they just make fun of it by crossing the boundary. Because believe me, crossing a boundary is really making fun of you for feeling bad about something. They will cross a bigger boundary in future. Just write down this thing. They will cross your bigger boundary in the near future. Okay? Because they are not taking you seriously. They are not taking you seriously. Please listen to this. Okay? So stop shrinking yourself. Get firm on your boundaries. Okay? Even if they are stupid like, you know, anything. They can be anything. If you want to test someone that if they respect you enough or not, just show them a boundary and you'll know. And if you are really shrinking your boundaries just for anyone, believe me, this is bad. This is bad. Okay? And it is a completely different situation when you know someone by a great amount of time. For example, you may have different boundaries for different people. For example, there is someone who is your best friend. You can't have some boundaries with her because she have seen all parts of you, and you just can't have boundaries with her. But there is someone who you have met recently. You have to have boundaries with them. Okay, this is like protection, because there are creepy people in the world. There are. Okay, so yeah, you have to decide your boundaries and then see by yourself that which of them are worth to get crossed. Okay, and you have to see by yourself that if you are okay with this boundary being crossed or not. It is very subjective, but I know you are intelligent enough to figure that out. Next one is, this is something that people really do, and I just can't comprehend the fact that why they do it. Being someone else, completely being someone else. I mean, do you hate yourself, or are you so insecure that just to get in someone's life you are being completely different person? Listen, look, I can understand that if you want a job, you have to show them that you are this, you are that. But in relationships, like, look, in relationship we always think about long term. Okay, and in long term people are going to figure out who you are. You can't have a exterior of someone that you are not. And if you are doing the stuff that you are being someone that this kind of people like or love, you are betraying yourself. Okay, really betraying yourself. And this is something that you have to stop doing, because this is really very damaging for yourself. Because you will lose your self-esteem, you will lose your self-confidence, you will never show who you are fully in every area of your life. Because believe me, all those things are connected. So stop being yourself. Show your silly parts, your weird parts. Okay, just stop being perfect. We are not perfect. We are silly human beings. We make mistakes. We learn at every area of our life. We do make mistakes. No one is perfect. Okay, and if someone is expecting a perfect version of you, they can just customize a robot. I mean, seriously, just be yourself. And by being yourself, I mean just take accountability of your bad stuff, and in the other parts, be yourself. Okay, that's it. Next one is always giving and expecting to receive. Look, first we are going to discuss the giving part, because why are you always giving? Always giving. Seriously, I mean, relationships are, and here I'm not talking about same thing, okay? You can give your time, the other person can give the efforts, or you are giving the financial thing, the other person is making homemade meals for you. There can be different efforts, but you have to just see that if the efforts are coming or not, because efforts can be in so many different variations on so many different levels. Maybe they like something, maybe you like something else, but they are giving and you are giving. There should be balance. There should be, unless they are having a bad time, sometimes you have to give more, but then you are also receiving. But this is the thing where you are only giving and you are expecting and you are not getting anything, okay? So I don't think so I have to further explain that, because if you are doing this, just please stop doing this. This is so embarrassing. Please. Okay? And next one is, this one is very important. Very important. I know you are a very nice human being. You have a very kind heart, because I believe I am attracting the people with a kind heart, because I don't like people who don't have hearts. Okay? So yeah, trying to fulfill every role. They have a issue with their mother. They have to solve it themselves. Don't be their mother. You can be anyone mother. We all are. I can say that we all had been scolded by our mothers. Had been just gotten very embarrassing moments with our mothers that we can discuss with everyone, and these are there are some things that only mothers can do, okay? And you wanna fulfill a role of being a mother to someone who is adult, or who have mother wants, father wants. You can't you can't you have to let go of people with their problems, and you can still love them, okay? This is not, I'm not telling you that if your friend have some problem, just abandon them just because they have problems. No, this is not something that I'm saying is that you can sit with them, you can hear their side of the story, and you are like, okay, I can understand you, and that's it. You don't have to fulfill the mother role of being like, okay, what is your problem, I'm going to solve it, I'm going to help you, I'm going to do this and I'm going to do that. No, please, no. Okay, if someone who is in your life who have some problem like this, they get to love themselves, they get to heal themselves, and they have to make peace with their life. Okay, you are in no position to help them in these matters, because at some point of time they are going to fed up with you being their mother, fulfilling the mother role, because as I have said, there are some things that only a mother can do, and only a mother will look like nice while doing that. Okay, you can't look nice while doing something that a mother would do to her children. Okay, I hope you are just getting my point. So that is for this video, and I hope you understood what I have to say, and thank you for watching. Bye bye.